What if I told you a huge chunk of the jobs you're applying for were never real? I'm talking about jobs that companies post with zero intention of ever hiring anyone. And the crazy part is, depending on which study you look at, it could be anywhere from 20% to 60%. 60. Imagine scrolling through LinkedIn or Indeed, and more than half of what you see is basically a cardboard cutout of a job. It looks real, it sounds real, but behind the scenes, nothing. No team, no budget, no open role, just air. Now stay with me because the part that comes later in this video is even stranger. I promise it'll make you rethink the entire hiring system. So let me tell you a story that hits a little too close to home for a lot of people right now. There's this guy, Alex. And honestly, Alex could be any of us. 3 months of job hunting, almost 200 applications, 4 auto emails, and only one screening call. And at first he's thinking, okay, maybe I'm rusty. Maybe my resume needs work. You've probably had that moment yourself. But as he digs into what's going on, he realizes something wild. He's applying to jobs that companies never planned to fill. Jobs that were posted for show. Jobs meant to make the company look like it's growing. Or jobs that existed only because some internal VP wanted to say, hey, look, we're hiring, even though they weren't. And as he's going through this, he starts stumbling on all of these reports. Like one hiring platform straight up admits 20% of their jobs aren't real. Another big survey says about 1/3 of all listings are fake. And then you hit this data from a major analytics firm saying 6 out of 10 postings never lead to a hire at all. And at this point, Alex is like, okay, am I losing my mind? Or is the system basically set up to waste my time? And wait till you hear why some of these companies do it, because it is so bizarre it almost sounds like satire. Before I get into that, think about this for a second. How many times have you applied to a job that stays posted for months, or you see the exact same job title pop up again and again with tiny changes, like they're playing Mad Libs? Or you go through 2 or 3 interviews, it's looking good, then suddenly you get the email that says we've decided to put the role on hold. On hold? Seemingly on hold is corporate slang for this job never existed, and we hoped you wouldn't notice. And companies use this trick for all sorts of reasons. Sometimes they want to look like they're expanding. Sometimes they just want to gather resumes, quote, just in case. Sometimes managers post roles to prove they have a need, even though finance already told them no. And my personal favorite, some companies keep job posts up because it boosts their visibility on job boards. More listings, more clicks. More clicks, more traffic. More traffic, more money. Job seekers are basically unpaid workers feeding the algorithm machine. And while all this is happening, recruiters, this cracked me up and annoyed me at the same time, admit they've done it. Like not even quietly. Surveys show something like 80% of recruiters have posted at least one fake job. 80%. That's not a glitch in the system. That is the system. And you can feel the impact of this without even realizing it. You send out applications and nothing happens. You're checking your email like it owes you money. You start doubting your skills. You start doubting your value. And the whole time you were never actually in the running. Not because of you, but because the job itself wasn't real. People don't realize how damaging this is. Ghost jobs just don't waste your time. They mess with your confidence. Alex eventually starts changing how he approaches job hunting. He stops trusting the job boards blindly. He checks company pages to see if the listing even exists there. He reaches out to actual hiring managers. He looks at whether the company is hiring anywhere else or if they're doing layoffs behind the scenes. And one day, after venting about fake jobs online, someone reaches out to him. Not from a job posting, not from a recruiter, from someone who said, hey, we're actually looking for someone who understands this stuff. And that turned into a real opportunity, not from the job boards, not from the algorithm, from actual human connection. Now, here's the part I said earlier. The thing HR does not want people to know. A recent survey showed that 3 out of 10 companies right now have at least one fake job posting live. And another study confirmed that most job listings, the majority, never hire a single person. When you combine those numbers, it becomes pretty obvious. The job market is failing you. The job market is lying to you. And once you understand that, everything starts to make sense. Why you get ghosted. Why roles go on hold. Why companies act confused when you follow up. They never intended to hire anyone from that listing in the first place. So let me ask you this, and be honest with yourself. How many fake or ghost jobs do you think you've applied to? Drop your number in the comments because I really want to see how widespread this is. And before you go, check the description. I dropped a free download for you. It's an AI prompt template that helps you write scripts that sound way more human and natural, just like the style in this video. And I also added a link to a brand new Discord server that we created for people who are tired of wasting time on fake job postings. It's a place where all of us can compare notes, expose the companies that are doing this, and help each other find real opportunities instead of chasing listings that don't exist. And we've got something else coming, an AI-powered resume builder designed to get past HR filters and those automated systems that block you before a human even looks at your application. If you grab the free download, you'll be on this email list, so you'll be the first to know when the resume tool launches. And if you want to dig deeper into what else is broken in the hiring world, check out the video I'm linking to right after this one. Hit like if this opened your eyes, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next episode.